Hi, my name is Stacy Halbach, and I work with Sacred Heart Parish. And I am so excited that you decided to discern your charisms. So, I wanted to give you some next steps of what we'd be doing. So, first of all, it's awesome that you're here, and it's awesome that you want to learn about your charisms and how the Holy Spirit has chosen you to bring His love, His comfort, His inspiration, and His work to the community through you and through your yes. So, the next step here is to take your charism assessment. So, this is kind of like a personality test in a way, but I want to give you some tips before you take that. So, the first one is this: you have to remember your primary identity. And your primary identity does not lie in relationships with other people or what you do well in life or what you don't do well in life. Your identity is much deeper than that. Your identity really is a beloved son or daughter of God. And so that really needs to help direct your relationship with Him and your relationship with the Spirit. So remember that before you take your assessment. The next thing to remember is to just go with your gut. So I know sometimes we overthink things. And so this is not one of those things that we want to overthink. We want to just respond with what we think in the moment, and that, how it stirs us, because the Holy Spirit could be kind of prompting you. So just be aware of that. The next thing is, before you actually start, say a prayer to the Holy Spirit. Say, "Come, Holy Spirit." I always like to close my eyes, open my hands like I'm ready to receive a gift. And then I breathe in deeply, because the word for Holy Spirit is ruach. Um, and that ruah is actually breath. So wind, all that. So anytime we inhale deep and think of the Holy Spirit, so that's ruah. So we can just come, Holy Spirit. So say one of those, two of those, three of those before you start. Okay. Now, the next thing I want you to do is be harsh. So, I think as Catholics, we oftentimes think that we should be a certain way. So, you might receive questions about, when I see a homeless person, I feel very inspired to reach out to them, and I love them, and I want to serve them. A good Catholic probably should feel that way, or at least that's how I thought, but we need to be harsh. I personally don't feel that way. And it doesn't make me a bad person. It just means my charisms might lie elsewhere. Like, I love talking to people about Christ. I love teaching. So this isn't, are you a good Catholic or not? This is, how do you personally feel? So if you do see a homeless person and you're moved with compassion and you want to spend time with this person and you want to, provide them a nice warm meal, and you want to get them off the streets, and that's something that's passionate for you, by all means, click the highest answer possible. But if it is not something that really moves you, it's okay to put zero. It's okay to put one or whatever, which leads me to my next tip, which is try to be the most extreme. So there's usually like five different levels, from like, I really like this, to I really don't like this. Try to choose the most extreme answer. That's going to provide you the most clarity. So there's a middle option where it's like neutral. Try not to choose that one very often. Overall, this assessment should take 10 minutes or less. So if it's taking more than that, it means you're overthinking. This is something that begins our discernment. This does not tie you into your charisms at all. It just gives us a really good indication of how we can help you through this process. So go ahead, say a prayer to the Holy Spirit, follow the link that we will send you, and let us know if you have any questions prior, and we'll write out all these instructions to you in the email that we send out.